I'm fine with Drika. I still don't see her nearly as much as Orion and Blade Lords, weirdly enough. But anyways, let's go ahead and cover the army of XMT Dacder here, who is bringing the Wood Elves. Now, for the infantry, we do have the Wardens of Sithral. Very nice regiment of renowned Wildwood Rangers here. Normal Wildwood Rangers get a bonus versus large in the forest, whereas these guys just always have it. Now, for the rest of the infantry, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's a rule break. Let me double check really quick. Wood Elves, max 4. Yeah. What? Chat, let me know if I'm crazy or if I'm reading this wrong. Display capture. I'm confused. Like, everybody, let me know if I'm... Am I seeing this wrong? Because here's the cheat sheet. It is 5? Okay, that makes more sense, but I'm... Because it's saying maximum 4 war dancers, no? Because, like, I'm taking it as these guys are max 4. Hawk Riders, war dancers... But then it's a maximum 8 combined of these two. Okay, my bad. I'm just being silly. So it's a maximum of 4 Asrai Spears, or you can bring 5 War Dancers, but you can only bring a maximum of 8 combined. Gotcha. Sorry. Oh my god, everybody shaking my head. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. And now I gave away that there's dryads. I'm the worst. Man, only 4 spear dancers, but 4 war dancers, and the box circling them together is to indicate that. Gotcha. I don't know if I've seen other instances of that, though, where it's like combining units. Never mind. Anyways, let's continue this army. So, the Dryads are here. We got Branch Wraith, Penumbral Pendulum, Earthblood. We have Wild Hunters of Kurnos, Glade Riders, Sisters of Thorn, Curse of Anahare, and Shield of Thorns on top of them, as always. Wild Riders on the left flank, too. And then for the leader, we have Orion. Orion's going to be diving into combat. The Horn of the Wild Hunt, the Hounds of Orion, the Hawk's Talon, Foe Seeker, and... is it the something of Isha? Cloak of Isha. Now, for the High Alps, in typical Xiphos fashion, we are going to have Shadow Warriors. It looks like 5 of them. Yeah, 5 Shadow Warriors. We're going to have Silver Helms in the back line with some Dragon Princes. Looks like 2 of each. No, I lied. 3 Dragon Princes, 1 Silver Helm. We have a Noble on a horseback here. He's going to be naked. And then we have Alariel the Radiant. Going to be up in the air with the Star of Aberlorn. We're going to have a Tempest. Also going to be seeing Arcane Conduit, Earth Blood, Shield, or sorry, Foss Protection, the Boon of Isha, and the Shield of Safari. So that rounds out the High Elf army, and let's see it. Alright, so Shadow Warriors continuing to skirmish down the Wood Elves, and so far doing so quite effectively. Glade Riders getting in and getting a nice charge, doing some serious damage there, but the Dragon Prince is going to dive in and, you know, cause them to run off, as they do not want to be getting charged to death. Over here, though, the High Elves kind of getting themselves cornered. Wood Elves pushing in from all angles, but I mean, so far, Shadow Warriors doing really good work with their arrows. Wraiths of the Frozen Heart and the other Dryads not looking too strong. And over here, look at this. Dragon Prince is crushing the Glade Riders. Everybody charging out at once and just crashing into the Wood Elf front line. Over here, we are going to be seeing Glade Riders, Wild Riders with shield diving into these Dragon Princes. Curse of Iron Hair has been popped. We have more Silver Helms diving into this with the Star of Aberlorn hitting them. Foss Protection on top of these Silver Helms. Over here, the Hawk's Talon getting cast down on top of these Shadow Warriors. We'll see what kind of damage it does. But right now, the High Elf's looking very strong. I do have to say, some very good cavalry play on display. Wild Hunters of Kurnos getting some damage done, but overall it looks like they're going to lose out in the long run against the Dragon Princes, I would say. Orion getting attacked by Alariel and the Noble, taking some serious damage. And now the High Elf Cavalry just kind of asserting their dominance. Over here, the Sisters of Thorn diving into combat, but now big charge from Alariel and the Dragon Princess. And keep in mind, Alariel gives magic damage to everybody around her, which means that these poor Sisters of Thorn, their 40% magic physical resist does not matter at all, and they just got shredded by magic damage on top of those Dragon Princes. So absolutely dreadful combination for the Wood Elves, and looks like this is going to be going down as a very nice clean victory to the High Elves here, led by Xiphos. He's an absolutely deadly skirmish micromanager, and on top of it, he's great with his cav as well. So it's very clean micro, very nicely done. That was a very nice High Elf victory. The Wood Elf rush coming in hot, but getting shut down pretty hard by the missile fire of those Shadow Warriors. So, I mean, taking a look at the Shadow Warriors, you know, 1,200, almost 1,000, 800, 678, 633. Ooh, the cavalry, though, look at that. 1,000, 1,700, 1,100, 1,100. Well, those guys have the exact same value. 1166, 1166. Noble doing just fine in partnership with Alariel, I'm sure, against Orion. But yeah, just the Shadow Warriors just shooting down the Dryads so quickly. And then the High Elf Heavy Cavalry just absolutely trouncing the Wood Elf Cavalry. And I don't want to make that sound more one-sided than it was. I'm sure there was moments there where Dacder, if he could have overwhelmed or caught up with the Shadow Warriors, might have been able to drag him down. But it just seemed like this High Elf army, and Xiphos' micro in particular, had his number from the beginning. So, great first game, and let's see what happens in round 2 between ODM Xiphos and XMT Dacder. But alright, let's go ahead and get to it. We got XMT Dacder bringing the dwarfs against ODM Xiphos. It is match point for Xiphos. He's up 1-0 here, so time to see if he can win a clean 2-0 victory, or if he is going to be brought to a round 3 by Dacder here. Nice big open map, nowhere for the elves to hide, except for their stock units, of course. So we'll see what can get going here. So starting with our red player, we are going to have 3 units of Way Watchers. There's going to be a single Glade Rider, a Spear, and then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts, backed up by 2 War Dancers, I imagine there to help deal with Slayers, who they should do very, very well against. We're also going to have a Spellsinger of Beast on top of a Horse, Power Stone, and our, what in the world? The Amber Spear going to be here. Okay, I could see that working well. Get some long lines of Dowie infantry. For the Lord Sisters of Twilight, I don't find this surprising at all. On top of their Eagle, these guys can do some good work against the Dwarf forces. Eagle Quiver, Conjoined Destiny, and Gwendolyr's Vantage are going to be on top of them. Now, I think that rounds out the Wood Elf army, so very, very focused on ranged combat, and also I did forget one unit here in the form of a Waystalker. Waystalker will have the Arrow of Kurnos and the Eye of Kurnos, and he will be social distancing and wearing a mask because he's a firm believer in science. So there you go. Way to lead by example, my friend. Over here in the blue army's corner, we have the dwarfs. Now, taking a look here, we have front line that's going to consist of dwarf warriors. Looks like 3 of them. We got some miners with blasting charges at the interval. 2 slayers in the back, including the dragonback slayers. And then we are going to have quarrelers 1, 2, 3, and 4. And make it 1 and 2 units of rangers. We're going to then be looking here at 2 bolt throwers. Bolt throwers don't have the best range, but up at 340, they outrange most things and anything in the Wood Elf roster. We also have a Master Engineer in here. Don't see him too often, and we also don't see the Fiery Ring of Thori on the battlefield too often, so excited to see that. Kind of like a Scab Scrath of the dwarfs, but kind of more of a, I guess, what the hell is that thing called? Wind Blast shape than the Scab Scrath shape. So, Master Engineer here. Going to see the Sisters of Twilight targeting the Dowie infantry, Grombrindle the White Dwarf. With this smoke bomb, Grombrindle has no fear, and Bowseeker is also going to be on the field leading this army in battle. And then we have Gotrek. Gotrek is going to be over here. He has, I think, Heroic Fortitude and nothing else. Alright, Sisters of Twilight getting targeted by the Bolt Throwers, who are doing quite a lot of damage against them. Keep in mind they do have that heal, which, you know, always helps out, and at the moment they are just sniping down the Master Engineer like no one's business, but Master Engineer has a range of a whopping 180, so it can fire just as far as they can. Oh, just kidding. 10 less. So right here we are seeing the Wood Elves opt for the hero sniping rather than the AoE attack from the Sisters of Twilight. And man, they just keep on getting staggered by these bolt throwers. But yeah, the Way Watcher, or sorry, the Waystalker with the Sisters of Twilight right now are just being absolutely vicious. Gotta keep in mind, though, Sisters of Twilight are more expensive than the Master Engineer. And even though they will be able to heal this up with their ability, it may not be the best trade in the end. Alright, sweet Romulan. Alright, Way Watchers have made their presence known. They're firing into the Dwarf Warriors, who do have those bronze shields. So they're not going to be taking the most damage from it. Ooh, Master Engineer getting very low on that HP, and that leadership probably be going down here fairly soon. Alright, there it goes. The timer has begun for their heal to go down. I'm not sure if it cancels if they route. If that happens, then the Dowie could have a huge win here. Oh my god, there they go, they're routing. I don't know if the heal's going to kick in if they are routing. I'm checking now. No, it looks like the time's still going on. Oh, they're going to heal. Oh, the Dowie are hurt. The Dowie are sad. Oh man, that is devastating. They do heal when routing. I learn something new every day, like you can bring 5 dryads and they heal when routing. Oh man, the Dowie almost had him dead to rights. I think one more volley from the bolt throwers would have killed him. Pretty sure it cancels if they die, yeah. Good point, Romulan. Alright, Arrow Kerno's going down. Bolt throwers have just been doing God's work for the Dowie here. Is it Grimnir or Grugny? Who's the Tinker? I can't remember. I'll have to look it up afterwards, but whatever god it is that's the god of tinkering and workshops for the dwarfs is doing a lot of work for them right now with these bolt throwers. Over here, we're going to see the Way Watchers getting counter-skirmished by Quarrelers and Rangers. Slayers kind of coming out in their general direction too. I guess kind of figuring with the overabundance of armor-piercing ammunition from the Way Watchers, it might kind of be a waste of ammunition on top of Slayers who are unbreakable. And they're keeping them at bay, screening for the rest of the Dwarven forces. But now, with the Sisters of Twilight back and so healthy, this is looking like it might be a rough battle for the Dwarfs. But their ammunition is not infinite, so once they run out, they'll just be generic old combat lords, and Grombrindle can have his way with them. Alright. War Dancers are staying back full health with the Glade Rider Spears. Oh my god, Flash Bomb going down on top of the Sisters of Twilight. Dwarf Warriors are getting on top of them. Ah, Grombrindle desperately trying to shut them down, but they are going to get back up in the air. The Bolt Throwers, though, one is completely out of artillery models. The other one is running low on ammunition, but you got to remember, this artillery crew can mount this artillery crew's mounts as soon as they run out of ammunition. So we'll see if we see that here from Dacder. That could actually be a very, very important play if he remounts these 3 bolt throwers and dismounts with that crew that is out of ammunition. Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts are beginning to open fire here. Dragon back Slayers do have a fire resistance, if I recall. Yep, 22% flame resist, so they'll at least have that going for them against the Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts. And also to mention, since they have a lower weapon strength on top of, or missile strength on top of those, since they have so much armor piercing, yeah, it's kind of like Dacder is just using his Slayers here to soak up missile fire, because I think he is rightly seeing that, like, honestly, if he can survive the ammunition from the Wood Elves, he's going to win the melee combat with Grombrindle. But Grombrindle right now getting sniped down by the Sisters of Thorn, or sorry, the Sisters of Twilight, and he's actually getting pretty low in health. 2,500 HP remaining, but he does have that Grombrindle has no fear, Foe Seeker, and the Flash Bomb on top of him still. Looks like one more round from the Sisters of Twilight, which I guess technically means 2 more rounds, because it's 1 for each of them. All right. Do we have the other artillery crew mounting the artillery? Yes, we do. Bolt thrower, I would like to see shooting the Sisters of Twilight. We will see, though. It looks like they're targeting the Glade Guard. War Dancers are coming into play now. Should make quick work of these Dwarf Warriors. Ooh, blasting charges having a field day. Gotrek is still full health, and I totally forgot about him. Like, they have no ammunition to shoot down Gotrek now. So, Gotrek alone could kill this Wood Elf army in melee combat. I kid, because, you know, the War Dancers over here could definitely take him out, but I just don't think they're going to be able to with what's left in the Dwarven army. But, hey, time will tell. Balance of power is slowly starting to shift over to the Dwarfs as the Wood Elves expend the rest of their ammunition. Got the Dragonback Slayers and some Miners with Grombrindle in here. Grombrindle has no fear. It was popped, but it looks like it just wore off. And that's going to allow the Rangers to start routing. Alright, Bolt Thrower crew getting attacked by the Way Watchers. Gotrek coming in to fight now. These War Dancers seem to be pretty much dead to rights. Flash Bomb hit the Way Watchers, or at least one of them. That's going to be some nice time for the Dwarfs to chop up some Way Watchers. And it just looks like the Wood Elves are out of ammunition across the board now, but they still have the Sisters of Twilight. Still have some tattered War Dancers, and they have plenty of tattered Archers. And the Way Watchers, for the most part, full health. So, time to see what the Dwarfs can get going here. I mean, I think they have a chance to win this simply by virtue of numbers. And if the Sisters of Twilight can avoid a flash bomb and get some nice cycle charging in, who knows what can happen. But right now, Dwarfs do have to overcome a bit of a numerical issue. Yep, War Dancers, Way Watchers coming around here just to keep routing the rest of the Dwarven units on the periphery. Over here, Grombrindle winning slightly along with Gotrek, but War Dancers are coming in now. Stubborn Dwarfs. These Wood Elves just keep getting frustrated, like, I thought I killed you. And then over here, yeah, I think Gotrek and Grombrindle are slowly but surely going to be dragged down. We'll see. I mean, oh, look at that. As soon as I say it, a shatter kicking in, routes going down. Can Grombrindle and Gotrek kill the rest of these Wood Elves? And it is currently 2 versus 266. I think the Wood Elves can do this as long as they just stay smart, and Xiphos is a smart player. So, I have faith that he'll be able to pull this off. We'll see, though. Balance of power in the Dwarven favor. One thing they definitely can't afford to do is allow a flash bomb to go off. So the fact that they're killing Grombrindle right now with their remaining missiles, I think, is a very good play. Get these guys out of here. Save that last shot for Grombrindle. There goes the flash bomb. Looks like it even caught the Sisters of Twilight up in the air. Grombrindle down to 377 HP. Oh, there goes the routes on these units. Oh, and these guys had one more volley left to shoot at Grom. Brindle, not Grom the Punch. Oh my god, he survived that? Oh no, Gotrik's coming in! But there goes Grombrindle. Oh, the Sisters of Twilight got out. Now Grom has a lot of Wood Elf infantry to contend with. Hey Hydres, how you doing, man? Am I jinxing? Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think the Wood Elf's got it because there's just too much. Like, Gotrik is a tank. And even if he heals, I still think the Wood Elves will be able to get him out of this. They have enough units to keep them surrounded at all times. They have the Lord who can just fly over safely and keep the Lord leadership buff active as long as possible. And slowly but surely, my prediction is that the Wood Elves will drag him down and we'll have a 2-0 victory from Xiphos over Dacder. But, you know, stranger things have happened. And Gotrik is no chump. However, if the Sisters of... what the hell? That was insanity. He just dived in there, did a nice bit of damage, and then just pulled right up. There it is. Oh my god! Is it gonna... There he is! Wood Elves have won. They've killed Gotrik. That was crazy. That bug, though, yeah, he got a charge in there and flew right back up. Hey, it doesn't bother me that much, honestly. Like, Wood Elves had the units at the end there to drag him down. I don't think it was cheap that the Sisters of Twilight were able to kill him there in the end. Like, it's the randomness is there, like a bug or not. It's just like the battle was so close, it wasn't lost because of a bug. But yeah, the heal did not go down, and even if it did, I still doubt he would have been able to clear out the remaining infantry. Yeah, Gotrik has a passive heal chance like Tyrion, for example. She had an Organ instead. Oh, the Sisters pushed him out of his heal? Hell yeah. Oh, looks like I just got invited to another game. But, great battles across the board. Xiphos, I really thought he had lost that a few times. And coming out on top in the end, though, with some patient play. Was by design, not some lucky play.